I have nothing.
We did die.
That is true.
I'm here in the
That happened.
washer. I still have a crowbar. Sanity is going to be a problem, so we just need to book it.
Right. Where are we booking it to?
We need to get behind this house that we're at, actually. Just straight behind it.
Okay, we're going around.
Yeah, we're going around. We're going around this way because the dude was the other way.
Got it.
3, please. Eat that low poly bar. Don't have to outrun the monster, just have to outrun your friends. Good luck, John.
Well,
Oh, you do the
feel
same
valued.
thing. You know you do the same thing. You know you would do the same
Oh
thing.
yeah, definitely. Like I
Yeah.
literally have multiple times to
Yeah,
this
yeah,
place.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, this thing. It said administrator required or something.
Yeah.
Yeah! Oh, and we're so good at this game.
We are so good at this.
Go
We're
to the light!
So intelligent.
We are the biggest brain. We're just so awesome. Alright, where are we now? Whoa!
in like a cornfield.
Oh yeah, I recognize this level. I don't know what level it is.
Is this Run for Your Life? Have we done that already?
No, we've done Run for Your Life. Run for Your Life would be red.
Yeah. It's like it's just a straight shot, that's why I was thinking.
Yeah, they gave us a lot of almond water, but they didn't give us, like, the sprint stuff. I mean, the only thing that's worthy of sprint is malt jelly and... Wait, can I go in here? What the f...
What?
You were telling me you didn't see that?
I didn't see nothing. Oh,
That
like
guy.
the weird physics?
No, that guy.
Oh, the guy who just murdered me.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, they gave us a lot of almond water, but they didn't give us, like, the sprint stuff. I mean, the only thing that's worthy of sprint is malt jelly and... Wait, can I go in here? What the f...
What?
You were telling me you didn't see
I
that?
didn't see nothing. Oh, like the weird physics?
That guy.
Oh, the guy who just murdered me.
Yeah, that guy.
I got kidnapped, I think. I don't think I got murdered because I was screaming for help. I got kidnapped, I think. I don't think I got murdered because I was screaming for help.
Oh, that makes sense. Oh, am I supposed to get over there? Are you absolutely out of your mind? How do I get over there? That guy seems like he's faster than you. Oh yeah, he seems like he's faster than you. Unless, what do I have? I have a bunch of bars. What? Oh yeah, he's definitely kidnapping me. Oh, that's absolutely what it is.
No, then you explode in the street.
So he can go on the street. So yeah, I don't know what this is. So confused. Maybe light stuns them? I have no idea.
Now, why would they only give us one flashlight, you know?
Oh, they only gave us one flashlight?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I'm just gonna try running to the other side.
I just realized, you said there's cornfields here?
It's
I don't see the corn. I
guess it's not corn, it looks more like hay.
I don't see
They're
it
like
either.
tall grass, like this grace, the stuff on the sides of it.
I think having such a garbage computer... Oh my god! Okay.
I'm leaving you behind.
I think you are just supposed to run. I don't know.
Cause like, you wouldn't be able to navigate the fields.
Well, I would because I don't see the fields. So, like... Oh, he's right behind you.
Leave me alone.
Like, he's just chasing you. I don't understand. And you don't gain extra sprint. Like, you don't run forever. He's right behind you. Yep, you're dead.
Yeah, I got murdered. He is so loud in my
Yeah.
ears. No, I'm so loud, I guess, because I'm the one screaming for help.
Oh, yeah. You mean you screaming for help is the
Yeah.
thing that's loud? I don't... Get it.
There's like one energy bar. So one of us could run forever, but the other has to die.
Well, the juice gives you a speed boost. Why does this happen? Okay, there's a bug in the game where, like, I open my inventory and I stop walking.
Yeah, you're not able to walk and use your inventory.
Well, no, I mean, like, when I close the inventory, that's when it does it.
Hey, the guy.
I know.
Maybe you're right about the light, because like I looked back at him and he ran back into the field.
Yeah, try again.
Oh yeah, the light scares him. I looked at him and he ran away.
So it's the light then. Yeah, on my screen I don't see a field, so it's because I have the textures on low. Because it was like, it wasn't lagging, but it was blurry almost before.
Okay.
I'm seeing a big windmill with a red thing on it.
I see the red thing, yeah.
I'm approaching a building. Found more food and stuff. More flashlights. Wait, what does this say? Turn on the windmills, the lights will point towards the way out. Okay, you'll love to see it.
How do we use that?
Turn on the windmills. Oh, now I see the cornfields. Oh, this is bad.
Well, you'll know if one of us gets killed. I think that's why it's meant to be so loud, but it's like... I mean, I don't need to hear myself screaming in my own ears. Oh, that's you.
Yeah, I just want to know how we're supposed to prevent the dude.
Yeah, it's like, there's no way we can shine the light on him if we can't see him.
Right. Maybe this will draw him and we gotta, like, push him back or something.
Okay, there's a red light over there now.
Oh, we gotta do them in order. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. What? A light doesn't do anything.
Goodbye.
Did you die?
No, he just walked. I saw him chase you off, and then he left me alone.
Oh, fabulous! Glad he's only after me.
Yeah.
Well, John, you're on your own for the windmills then.
Oh, there's water. Great, love it.
We need almond water here. They gave us a lot, but we don't need it. No wonder they give you a lot of bars, because this place, like, you want to be running. So this guy just has a chainsaw, so this is like Power Drill Massacre or something.
Chainsaw Massacre?
Well, there's Power Drill Massacre, and then there's... I don't think Chainsaw Massacre is actually a name. Can I get in the wheat fields? Or not the wheat fields, the sunflower fields? No? Okay. Well, in I go, I guess. I guess you'd hear the chainsaw.
Yeah, I guess that's how you know he's coming by.
I guess. Yep. Love this. I want to know if they use an actual chainsaw for that sound, because that's a really good chainsaw sound effect.
I feel like if someone was chasing you with a chainsaw, my sanity would be a little low.
Yeah.
You cut out, I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear what you said. I just said, yeah, you.
Oh, I don't know what I said. Why is this just a big square that I'm in right now? Oh my god, this is dumb. I ate a bar. Don't these give you infinite sprint? Gives you a temporary stamina boost. Maybe it's the juice that gives you this unlimited sprint or something. I don't know. That's definitely not the bars. So you almost need to get the bar and the juice at the same time to get the actual effect of it. Well, I'm gonna run right into this guy. I'm gonna call it right now. Have you made any?
I've been turning on a bunch of lights.
Okay, good. Because I think he's only after me right now. Okay, I think when you turned on that light, or maybe not. Maybe not. Hang on, I think I found the way. Okay, finally. I was about to say, I think it like blocked me off from you, but no, I can still get somewhere.
Oh, I don't understand. Like, there's a fence in my way. I can't jump over it.
Whoa, what's this? That does not look like water, but sure. Oh, because my textures. I don't even see you anymore.
Yeah. Just following a fence. It's just in my way. Oh no, I found him.
Keep him far away from me, please. Thank you very much.
He is not very fast with that chainsaw though, which is nice.
No, I mean, to be fair, you weren't either. When we had the chainsaws, we were kind of slow. Where am I going?
It's like, I can see the windmill, but it's just like a huge fence in my way.
My assumption would be there's a way to get around, but I don't know.
Yeah, and like I tried going to the edge of the fence to see if I could go around, and then there was just like another fence going down a different direction. Oh, so maybe there's another entry to that area. Actually, now that I look at it from this angle. So I can go here. Yeah, this looks like I meant to go this way.
Well, guys, you're gonna see mostly John's perspective for this because I'm not doing crap.
It blocks me off here.
I got chased by the dude the one time and I had to run, so I just never caught back up. And this is a very sequence-oriented place, it looks like.
Okay, I had to backtrack a little bit. That was weird. And that's why I didn't have to backtrack, and I just lost track of where I was going. But yeah, now I'm making progress.
I'm not. I think I'm stuck. I feel like I'm in that place that you just talked about, where like it seems like it's blocking you off. But I never saw you, so that can't be the same place.
Yeah. Oh, and I think I found the exit.
Oh, but I need to be there.
Yeah.
Frick. Either or die, one of the two. I might just die if I find him. Cause there's no way in heck I'm traversing this maze, so I really just need to find him. Hey,
wow, it's an arcade. We're going to Freddy's.
Bam, 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 bam. Oh, that's gonna be fabulous. Gregory, Roxy's OnlyFans password is in her room.
What?
You haven't heard of that?
No.
It's the same person that does like the. Have you heard of Among Us, Gregory? It's the same type of thing, but instead of Among Us, it's like that's Freddy saying, Gregory, Roxy's OnlyFans password is in her room. I forgot exactly what it says. But it's something like that. Oh, I think I found the way to that. Nope. These fences are really annoying. Can you just come and kill me? I'm begging for death. Just give me.
I saw him once since he got his chainsaw, and then I ran away, and then he didn't have funding yet.
I didn't really see him. I heard him once behind me, but he never actually got me. I'm just begging for the sweet release of death. Just come after me. I'm begging for it. I'll shine my light. Do I still have a flare gun? No, of course I don't.
Yeah, you died. Bob dropped it.
Well, you know what, John? Maybe you shouldn't have dropped it.
I bet you died too.
But I'm just better than you, so I would have had it if you didn't die. But since you died...
But I'm at the arcade, and you're in the cornfield.
I'm talking about the level where we got the flare gun, which I think was the first level we ever did.
And we didn't even need to use the flare gun.
No, we didn't. I don't know what that level was.
Maybe it's to show each other where you are when you don't Captain Jack Sparrow and stand on the edge of the cliff.
Yeah, we totally broke that. I don't think you're meant to do that at all. Where is this guy? I'm literally asking for it at this point. I'm literally asking for it. Maybe if I get back on the road where he was very prominent, maybe then he'll come after me. I don't freaking know. I just want you to kill me, dude. I'm actually begging for it. Just come get me. I'm even jumping.
I can't, like, I went inside the arcade, but, like, there's an invisible wall. I'm going insane.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, even better. Please tell me you have almond water.
I have almond water, yeah. I have a couple.
Thank goodness.
Sanity doesn't seem to drain too quickly in this area.
Yeah, you know, despite a chainsaw murderer coming after us, yeah.
Yeah, like, you'd think it'd be almost as fast as, like, that one area where, like, nothing was happening, but sanity went way down.
Okay, if your sanity dropped, that must mean mine's about to, which I will just die by that, apparently. Because this guy's so incompetent at his job that he can't even kill me.
It's not, like, what kind of chainsaw murderer are you? Oh, it's Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's the one I was thinking.
Oh yeah, there's a game called that. You're right. Yep. But there is a game called Power Drill Massacre. That's the one I was thinking of when I first said it. But yeah, Chainsaw Massacre was way more accurate. Sanity, the dude. I really don't care how you kill me, even if nope, never. I'm not gonna say that. But you know, just any method that you want. I don't even care. You could throw me in the void and find a way to kill me. I don't care. Whatever you want to do, game. Just do one of them. At any point in time, just do one of them. I'm going in circles because I don't even know where I'm going.
You're going insane in real life. Way to be insane in the game.
Right, exactly. And my question is, why am I going like... Let me get out of the cornfield. Maybe he's like not... I don't know. Let me get to one of these lights. Because maybe that's where he is. I don't freaking know. Hey, I hear him. Come at me, bro. Where are you, bud? I hear you. Come here. Oh, hi. There you go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Cut me open. Thank you, bud. Appreciate you. Thank you for taking your sweet old time. All right, John, you know what to do. There we go.
Loaded.
I can't believe it took me that long to die. I've never been that. Hey, it's Freddy's.
We are at Freddy's.
Oh my god, this is totally Freddy's. That's hilarious. Bing, 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 bing. Wait, what does it say? Scythe wave or synth wave? There's that guy. That looks like Just Dance art. Oh, this is gonna be a puzzle.
Wait, no. Voodoo Defender. It says like base meters.
There's an actual arcade. Press start.
Shot. They have a lot of the same games here, so this would probably be a kind of lame arcade. But, you know, I
found the hub.
Wait, is it?
This one's just open. That's really weird. Okay. Do we need to go there? I mean, we can learn about the levels if you want, but it was so hard to open them.
Yeah, I think we're good. I mean, like, we're approaching on 4 hours, though, so...
Up. I did something. What?
It's a cutscene.
Oh yeah, but this is the end of the level. Whoa. Or is that just a cutscene for that? Yeah, there we go.
We beat the game. Okay. I mean, we didn't even have to end it early.
Will you be able to escape the backrooms? Stay tuned for the full release to find out. Heck,
that was a fun game.
Is this where the music comes in? Because the music went so hard in the other thing. Stay updated with the development of the full release on YouTube and Discord. Yeah, make sure all of you go follow Fancy. There it is. Oh my god, you don't need to make a song go this hard. Wow. Dude, the arcade level is gonna be sick when that comes out. Holy crap! Yeah, you were right. We were like approaching like time for us to be let. I was about to say like this shouldn't have been a level because the chainsaw level should have been the last one because that's 7. So I'm like the arcade. When you said like you went to an arcade, I'm like, wait a minute, but that doesn't make sense. Like this should be it. But yeah, that makes sense that the arcade was just like it's a teaser, kind of like what Thalassophobia was when we got on the boat.
Right.
So that makes sense. Damn, that was good. The really only thing I didn't like was when the sanity dropped so much on the neighborhood level that like and they were so sparse for some reason. I would say you need to put more. If you're having sanity drain that much, you need to put them more throughout the level. The Watcher guy wasn't really a problem, although I'd say you need to make sure he doesn't get broken like we how we made him get broken. And then that one particular Wraith, for some reason, was broken in that one house where he could just tell where you were at all times. So don't love that. But we got through it, and I'm glad you save after every computer. That is a very good idea, and I'm glad you did that. You don't save after the first one because that makes sense. But the second and third one you do save after. I didn't see any problem with anything else. The first level we went to, like the underwater level, we never saw the dude. Were we supposed to? Cause
I feel like we would. Like, why would there be a level with like this huge monster we see in a cutscene and then never again?
Right. So like, if we were supposed to see him, we didn't. So like, you guys saw in that video that we didn't see him ever. And that was that level when we first saw him in the cutscene. I'm like, this is gonna be terrible. Like terrible in terms of terrifying, right? But like we never saw.
And then we got through it, and like we didn't even see anything.
And it is scary, the idea that there's something in the water with you that's that big that you don't see. There is that element of scary, but like I also think that if you show him off, you should use him as an enemy. And yeah, so Thalassophobia, that was a little strange, and also not letting us go through those little holes. I shouldn't call them little because we could have totally fit through them, but you should put invisible walls in there.
They were large enough to fit through, but like you had to go through the top.
Yeah, which I find strange because especially like if it's clear as day, that's what you're supposed to go through. And so to lock off like the side entrances, like that would tell me as a gamer, like, oh, we were not meant to get in there. So it's a little strange. You forced.
I would have made them smaller, so like you couldn't. It didn't look like you could reasonably fit in there, but you could see that there's something in there.
Yeah, I would either do what you just said, or make them a tad bit bigger so they look like you can go through them, and then delete the invisible wall that's there. I would say if you want to make the player go through the top, do what John just said, where you make them smaller so it doesn't even look like you can get through it. But still allowing the player to see that there's clearly lights in the cave and that's where you're supposed to go. So that would make sense. What level even came after that? Oh, the cave.
The cave where there was the mimic and like I just ran around it as it chased you.
Right. There's technically like 3 sections of the cave because there was that first section, then we went back to it at some point. Then there's that little mini part where we're on top of it. So very weird. That third one was weird because I don't know what that was about. I guess it was just like a level transmission or a transition. Sorry, not transmission.
I will say the neighborhood was really cool at first, but then it just got annoying because of how insane you would go.
Yeah.
And then the laboratory was alright.
Yeah, the laboratory was fine. It was we were just being stupid and couldn't find the fourth one because the fourth one was in a very obvious room. And the dude wasn't a problem since there was one of them. If you were to put 2 of them, then there's a problem because now you're constantly hiding in the locker. Whereas with just the one, all you need to do is find out where he is, and then if he sees you, just run into the nearest locker, right? The chainsaw level seemed weird. I mean, my perspective was definitely weird because like the hay or whatever it is would load in as I got close to it, so like I could mostly see past it until I got in it, and then I couldn't see anything. So
to me, there were pockets in the hay that like you could see a little bit around you.
Yeah,
which I imagine was there so you could kind of figure out where you're going and not just be constant hay in your face.
Yeah, for me it was constant hay, but I think that's because my settings are different. But the chainsaw guy, like, there was no real indication of what you were supposed to do with him, unless we missed a page. that
Yeah,
said,
like it
like,
didn't
shine.
say anything about him on the pages. It was just like turn the lights on, get out of there, and then I just ran away from him. Like I didn't even try to like slow him down. I didn't have great stamina. I just ran and then got away. So
Yeah,
I don't know if he was meant to be really easy to get away from or what.
well, what's weird is the creator. I've watched his videos after we beat the like levels that he does, and he
Mm,
says he's doing this based on the realism. He's doing it based on like the wiki, like how the lore of the Backrooms works. And
uh,
if that's the cornfield level should have had an entity in it, but it wasn't a hostile entity. It should have been a blob looking dude, and they're actually
mhm.
supposed to give you almond water if you're nice to them. That's the lore version of it. The way this one worked seemed like there was just a random dude here, you know?
Right, like someone who went insane in the back rooms and like was just
That would be a cool idea, actually. Because now we know that there's people here because we saved that dude, sort of. Which
mhm.
also, lore-wise, that doesn't make sense because on stage 3, when they're that red, you can't save them.
Right.
But for this game, it could make sense. You don't need to go full lore heavy on that one.
Yeah, yeah. With
Um,
something like so large like this, it's easy to have a few like creative liberties.
what was that level where we had that one puzzle that? Oh yeah, it was like the shape puzzle. That level
Hmm.
was fine. It took me a while to understand. It wasn't actually that hard of a puzzle. I was just stupid.
Right.
And John never really looked at it too much because he was just focused on getting through the locker.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he
Like
might have figured it out
you could
faster.
definitely
But
brute force it, but because of like you figured it out.
yeah, and I don't know if that would change. Like if we were to play that again, I don't know if that would change or not.
Mhm.
So that level wasn't bad. The what was it? I'm just having it's all a blur now. I'm trying to figure out what happened.
Right. We got through a lot of them really quickly. So
There was that like oh no, that was the same level. Never mind. What was that the same level? That level where you had to look through the windows and then put that in the elevator?
um, what level was that? Yeah, because I was there, but you weren't.
Because I died. But that means I
You
died by
died.
something, so that couldn't have been the same level.
Yeah, I think that was that just after the cave?
Could have been. I'm just trying to figure out what levels were what at this point. Because we had level like it's weird because we had level 7, which was the last level, then level 8, which was the cave,
Hmm.
or like their version of the cave. I think I don't know. It's weird. Um, and then we had that. Then the next level was the room we just talked about with the puzzle.
Right.
Then once you beat that level, I think that's when you got. Yeah, I think you're right. I think that was right after the one level because that's what like the hotel like looking style place. We had to look through the things.
Hmm.
Like what happened after that? That's parts of the blur to me. I know
We
there
went
was.
from there. Did we go from there to the like door puzzle where we had to turn on the switches?
Oh yeah. You're right. That's where we went to the switches, and then after we did that, that's when. Is that when we went to the neighborhood?
Yeah, that's when we went to the neighborhood, and then we went from the
Okay.
neighborhood to the lab, from the lab to the cornfield or hayfield or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Like it didn't look like corn, but it could have been corn.
I think it's meant to be hayfield. I think that's what the thing is supposed to be. But yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So yeah, I guess it's all the levels. So yeah, all of them were pretty good except for like I said, the neighborhood level was cool in concept. But it
Hmm.
definitely needed to be. There needs to be way more almond water around, and you need to explain to the player how the wretches work because it wasn't clear. Like the lights out level, you had one in there, I get, but you also I don't think explained to the player there either what they do. So you need to
Hmm.
have somewhere before you meet them, whether it be in the lights out level or even in the neighborhood level, explaining how they work, because we didn't fully know ourselves. We thought it was sight, and then there was that guy that saw you all the time. We thought it was hearing you, and like I would crouch near them, and they would come at me anyway. So
Hmm.
I don't fully understand the mechanics. The Watcher was clearly obvious, like he was purely sight. I think you can walk right behind
Right.
him and he won't care.
I think that one definitely was bugged though, because he seemed a little too eager to go murder you. The others would be like, if you were in a room with them or a nearby room, they would see you.
Right. And what sucks is you put a computer in that house. So
Hmm.
you need to be able to get in there and get out alive because let's say I was playing solo and John wasn't here and he wasn't by the gate to have the save point save, I would have died and had to keep redoing that until I got lucky enough to the point where he left me alone enough so that I could get out. So there's many complications that could happen. But other than that, that was really fun.
Yeah, a lot more solid of an update than Inside the Backrooms got.
Yeah, tell me about it. Um, but yeah, so like the arcade level, I don't know when it's coming. It's probably going to be a little bit. But that's going to be so cool because I love the look of neon style. So I've always been a fan of like 80s style architect.
Right.
Whether it
Like
be
the retro diners, arcade style buildings.
yeah, like I'm very old fashioned when it comes to architecture. I love old looking architecture. That's why I love the hotel level that we were at, like because it's an old Victorian style hotel. I love the look of like the architecture of that. But I really like that's why I like Security Breach so much because I was biased. First of all, I was biased because it was FNAF, but I was also biased because I loved the look of it. It was so pretty. And so that arcade level can already tell is going to be amazing. And if I remember correctly, the arcade level is a level that should bring you. This is gonna be interesting. It's a level that if you do it wrong and you try to cheat, the backrooms will know that you try to cheat, and it will send you to a level literally titled "You Cheated," and it is the hardest level ever to exist. You have to go through this entire sequence. Like the room you start in is on fire, and it starts. You need to get out before the fire happens. So there's probably a puzzle with that. Then once you get past that, there's like a mini run for your life section where you got to outrun a wretch and a smiler. It's just crazy. So I'm wondering if Fancy is going to add that in. And I don't think he's serious when he says this because I watched his videos. He said he's planning on trying to add every backrooms level. I don't think that's possible. Unless they're like 2-second levels, then maybe you can say that, because there's like,
Or you have a really long game.
or you have a really long game, yeah, and you're working on it forever. So I would just say like stick to levels that are cool, and then I mean they can all be cool in a sense to somebody, but I think stick to like the known levels and the cool levels, like the cool levels to you, and then call it a day and like do what Faz is doing, whether you're putting it on consoles and you're charging money for it, because I think, well, I mean, you had to pay for this, but you know what I mean. Charge the money that it should be to play this game, because we got it for 10, I want to say. It was more than Inside the Backrooms, which was 7, so I think it was 10.
Yeah, it wasn't that long. What is it currently? I'll check.
But yeah, like this, I mean, I don't want to keep hating on Inside the Backrooms, but it was just so buggy that, like,
Yeah, like if it worked, like if it was playable, because like I don't often mind buggy games. Also, Jack Hayden, can you join? No, we're basically wrapping up here. Sorry.
Yeah.
But like games that are kind of buggy but playable, I'm fine with. But like it was so bad that it wasn't even enjoyable. And like it takes a lot for me to say that because most of the time I can find enjoyment out of a buggy game because I can laugh at the bugs. But if it's to the point Inside the Backrooms was, like it's not even fun at that point.
Yeah, and it's like tedious to get through, right? That's what the entire sewer level felt like. But so it's very refreshing to play a game like this where the update was living up to an expectation, and of course there was bugs. This is a pre-alpha game, so of course there's gonna be bugs. It was just frustrating as a player that the wretch always knew where we were, you know.
Right.
But like, and also like the dude in the water level seemed broken in the sense that he never showed up, unless the idea is that he doesn't show up ever. And that it's just the fear that he exists, which is cool, but, you know, I'd much rather see him come at me, like swimming at me and trying to eat my face.
Right.
I feel like I'd be much more scared about that. But yeah, so it's just very refreshing to see this. To have an actual good update come out. Because they updated the game before we even played it, because I think Thalassophobia was an update by its, or sorry, not Thalassophobia. The Lights Out level is a thing by itself, and now he's doing multi-level updates. So he's taking more time to work on it. So he's pushing out 7 levels here and 8 levels here instead of going, all right, guys, Lights Out level, new level here. Because if it was just one level, me and John wouldn't have played. We would have waited until like 7 or 8 levels came out, right?
Right.
But yeah, I quite enjoyed it. I'm glad like we were able to play together instead of me just playing by myself. Because that one what was that one puzzle? There was it's that puzzle, obviously the shape one. But there was other times where I'm just like I wasn't doing squat. Oh yeah, the cornfield. Yeah, the cornfield. I would have been screwed. Like I don't know what I was supposed to be doing there, and I got lost all the time. And you were clearly doing something, so
Right.
I would have been screwed. But
I mean, it was like I was walking through the hay with. I could see where I needed to go, but I couldn't see how to get there for a bit.
yeah, yeah. Overall, Fancy, you're never gonna watch this, but if you do, keep working on it, man. And if you did actually see this playthrough of ours, then you probably already saw the bugs then. Or like I said, if the water thing was meant to be that way, then cool. But the wretch, I think, was definitely a bug. There's no way he's supposed to just know where you are. That was kind of infuriating. But I'd say, man, keep working on it. I think you can easily beat out other games. Like, for example, Inside the Backrooms, we already talked about. And it's interesting to me because Inside the Backrooms is being worked on by a team. And Fancy, and I believe, like, obviously there's other people in the credits, but he's the main guy. He's really, it's kind of like what Toby's doing right now, where he's the main front runner, and he's doing most of the work, but he has some people doing a couple side things. So, like, it's very interesting to me that, like, I shouldn't say a company, but, like, a team of developers is losing to a sole developer. Like, that's really interesting to me.
Right.
I think it's also because sole creators just care more about the feedback. I think that's what I've learned. Because people said to fix the you remember that party section or whatever?
Right.
They fixed
the party goers.
Yeah, the party goers in the Inside the Backrooms. They made the presence freaking chime or whatever it was, which helped. But he was still insta kill. He still kind of ran at you, and the section was still kind of baloney. So it's like they didn't fully listen, you know. So it's weird.
It was like okay, we'll just throw you a bone, and then it's like the smallest, tiniest fraction of a benefit that they give you, and they act like it's they're being so generous.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. But yeah, I'm very interested to check out like other Backrooms games, because it's like. This one's good, but there's actually a survival one that I'm looking at where it's like Minecraft, but you're in the backrooms. So then you have to kind of do what we did in this game, where you have to scavenge for resources. But instead of like your sanity's going down or anything, you have to manage hunger. You have to manage like not dying. You know, that's a pretty big one. And I just think that game, and that's a hardcore game because if you die, you lose all your progress. So I find that very interesting. But in terms of Fancy, in terms of your game, just keep working on it, man. I would love to see that like arcade level, especially if it's neon. I like that. I don't know what would be scary in there. I can't remember that level specifically, besides the whole you cheated bit. But like, yeah, keep working on it. In terms of level suggestions, I'm not really. Besides like the levels we've already done, I think I'm past my knowledge at this point. There is a level called Kitty, which I know about, but I don't know if it would fit in this game. Because it's more of like a nightmare situation where like you go to sleep and you wake up and you're suddenly there. So, but yeah, that's my one suggestion. Just keep working on it and fix the bugs that you find. You know, just be a good game developer. That's my advice. But I'm going to end off here, guys. So on the left, you can check out the Escape the Backrooms playlist. If you want to see all the previous levels me and John have done together, then go check that out over there. You're definitely going to want to go see that because the beginning of this game was like slapped. The first couple levels were so fun. And so I recommend you really go watch those because those were exciting. And then on the right, you can check out, I know we just talked trash about it, but we have an Inside the Backrooms series, which is going to be very different, and you're going to hear us not so excited about that, but you can go check that out anyway. And if you like the content you're seeing, please consider subscribing and try to finish every series we can around here. You know, every series we can. There's some series that I just forget about, but that's fine. If you want to see John's full perspective, because you'll see bits and pieces, but you're not going to see his full perspective unless it's the cornfield, because I didn't do squat in that level. But if you want to see his full perspective on everything else, then you need to go to his Twitch, if it's still up, hopefully. Not his Twitch, the VOD, to see like his full perspective on the other stuff that you didn't see on here. He also has a YouTube channel, @JubinStreamin, same name. He uploads like different things over there, and I think that's it. So thank you guys so
Yeah.
much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.